Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. Dear audience, you are listening to the discussion aisle, and I'm your host Sohaib Noor, only on Planet FM 87.6. And dear audience, as always, we have a special guest today, and we are gonna discuss a special topic, and of course, on our special channel that is Planet FM 87.6. And today we are gonna discuss CPEC and BRI and how China is investing in Pakistan and how Pakistan is just about to get all the fusion, and inshallah as we have entered in the second phase how much steady the race is right now. And according to China Pakistan economic corridors experts, they keep on saying that it's a game changer and it will bring prosperity not only in Pakistan but also in the whole region, and it's going to connect all the states, especially the Central Asian states, some of the European states, and especially Turkey with Pakistan. And hope we are going to get all kind of industrial revolution in Pakistan, the transfer of technology, the transfer of high tech in Pakistan. It will be under consideration, and it still the governments of Pakistan and China both are considering that in an emergency basis, and they want to have a good economic growth together, and they want to have a good profit out of it. And of course in the future we are going to see the dividend for both countries. And today we have a special guest. He's a senior journalist and renowned analyst, and he's a media fellow, China International Press Communication Center, Mr. Muhammad Zameer Asadi. He is with us, and today we are going to talk to him. And today we are going to get his expert opinion that how CPEC is moving here in Pakistan. Assalamu alaikum, Mr. Asadi.
Walaikum assalam.
How are you today?
I'm fine. Thank you very much for the invitation and for the opportunity to talk about this very important topic about the development.
Indeed, a very big pleasure for us, and especially the guests like you who have some big, broader exposure of China, Pakistan economic corridor, and other international affairs. We keep on inviting them and to have their say and to have some, info-rich shows. Just want to know that how the Pakistan economic corridor is working, and especially talking to you as you have been to China and you have been in consultation with many Chinese companies, how they are seeing this project.
First of all, I would appreciate the Pakistani and the Chinese governments on both sides that they have collaborated, and they have envisioned mutually with the mutual consultation and with the meaningful consultation. Back in 2013, if we go back 10 years ago, back in 2013, we can feel, and we as a Pakistani citizen, we know that such kind of a big investment at a larger scale was much needed in Pakistan for the transformation of the various sectors. Either you talk about the power projects in Pakistan, either you talk about the infrastructural development in Pakistan, either you talk about the vocational training centers in Pakistan, either you talk about the development of the Gwadar ports and the various things. So I think the collaboration and the close working of not only between the two governments, between China and Pakistan, but between the Pakistani companies and the Chinese companies have really generated multiple benefits for the society, not only in Pakistan but for the Chinese society as well. And there are a lot of benefits that we will talk about later in the program. But overall, I can say that this China-Pakistan economic corridor under the flagship project of Belt and Road Initiative, that is the you can say the signatory project of Chinese President Xi Jinping, not only changed the economic landscape of Pakistan, but it has also changed the economic landscape of the region. If you talk about South Asia, if you talk about Central Asia, as you have mentioned in your intro of the program, that it's a kind of the project, is the kind of the initiative that is going to connect through the Gwadar the different regions of the global of the global map or the global south, like the South Asia on one side, Central Asia on other side, Middle East on the third side, and then beyond that Africa and the Europe. So I think Pakistan, I would like to mention that when we were in our grade 5 or grade 6 or grade 7, we were in the schools, we were studying our Pak studies or different books, we were always reading that Pakistan is located geographically at a very important location. And right now, when we are, we have completed our educational career, and now we are doing our, journalism. Now we have understand that why that was written in our school books, that Pakistan is located on very important geographical locations. That Pakistan, on one side, there is an important country in South Asia. Then we have on one side Central Asia, then Middle East. So and on one side we have China, 1.4 billion population and the second largest economy of the world.
Exactly.
So I think Pakistan has got an edge to connect more than 3 billion people of this part of the world. So I think this CPEC has the potential to emerge, to help Pakistan and to boost Pakistan as a tool that will not only bring a prosperity for Pakistan, but for these 3 billion people. And I'm very optimistic about this figure. And I think in the next coming years, you will feel that why and how CPEC will be a game changer, not only for Pakistan but the 3 billion people. Sohaib, you will, in the coming years, you will feel that. You will feel the vibe.
Inshallah, everyone is going to witness that, and inshallah, we'll see the fruition. And coming to you, just want to know that what is the difference between first and now we are entering in the second phase? What's the main difference?
Yes, definitely. When you talk about such a large scale project, whenever you are going to start any kind of a business, just for example, you have different steps to enhance your business, or and you want to grow up your business. So you have your plan A, plan B, and plan C, and you always try your level best to take the smaller steps to get the best success. So I think I will relate this phase 1 and phase 2 with those smaller initiatives and with those smaller steps, that and the different sectors in Pakistan were divided into different phases. And when it was the CPEC was started, Pakistan and China, they sit together. The government on the both sides, they started their consultation, and that consultation was mutual and very meaningful. And some people, they say that it was just by China, and China told us that you need investment in these kind of sectors. It was not like that. It was priority and a choice of the Pakistani side. Pakistani side, communicated to China that these are our, priority areas where we need the investment, and we will be very highly thankful to your side, to China, if you, consider these projects as a priority projects for the investment. So Chinese, they were very grateful, and they were, they really listened to Pakistani side, and with the mutual consultation, they prioritized some of the projects, and then the phase 1 was started. And in the phase 1, I think at that time, our audience and you and me, we can feel that back in 2013 when CPEC was being started, and President Xi Jinping, about Chinese president, was scheduled to visit Pakistan in 2015. We were at that time facing a huge load shedding crisis, huge energy crisis at that time.
Sure.
So the basic and the top priority of the Pakistani government at that time was that how we can tackle, or we can overcome this energy crisis in Pakistan, how our domestic user and how our industry user can get the electricity. Our industry at that time was very worstly affected.
Exactly.
The cycle of our industry was stuck. And we listened at that time that a lot of our business and businessmen and the traders, they were moving their businesses from outside from Pakistan to other countries. So that at that time, Pakistani government, under the leadership of Prime Minister at that time, Prime Minister Mian Nawaz Sharif, they envisioned that we should invest in power projects. And today we are, getting the benefits from those power projects after that 10 years. Now we have that huge electricity in our power projects, and we are providing to our different regions. So at that time, I think the construction of the power projects was our the first need, and after that, the development of motorways, the highways, the development of the vocational training centers, the development of the Gwadar port, and then the development of the Gwadar International Airport started. That is going to be completed in this year.
Exactly.
It is expected that the inauguration will be there in around November 2024. So I think these were the kind of the major projects in the phase one that really transformed the various sectors. Like when we got the electricity in our system, our domestic user it felt satisfied. Our educational system that was facing electricity crisis, it got that electricity, and our educational system was performing well. Then our medical system, we were getting the news at that time that the operation theaters were even facing electricity crisis. There was the critical operations were going on, and there was no light in our hospitals.
Exactly.
But these power projects that are built under CPEC, credit goes to these power projects that they have done this job, and the electricity now is there, and our now medical system is performing well as per the aspirations of the people. And the Gwadar port is very much in the news, and now we can see that our Middle Eastern brotherly nations and some of the European countries, they are very much interested. They are witnessing the development of the Gwadar port, and they are interested to invest in Gwadar. So I think credit goes to CPEC. It has changed the very in terms of the news, the development news about Pakistan. So I think that was about the phase one. So now if we talk about based on those achievements and the excellence on the phase one, now we are entering into the phase two.
Exactly.
And what the phase two is about? Phase two is all about the industrialization. It is all about the agricultural development in Pakistan. It is all about the IT development in Pakistan. It is all about the cloud computing, big data, and if you talk about the robotics, mechanical engineering, it is all about those kind of various sectors that China has excelled in last 10, 20 or 30 years. So I think it's a golden opportunity for Pakistan under CPEC phase 2 to get and to attract the investment from the Chinese companies, from the Chinese banks, from the Chinese government in these sectors where Pakistan now is feeling that we should have much more investment to transform our IT sector, to transform our agriculture sector, to transform our industrial sector. And that one thing I would like to mention is that if you give a credit to the development of China, that development of China was done through the industrial development. Then the second thing that you give the credit to the development of China is their agriculture sector. And that the agriculture of Pakistan is considered as the backbone of our economy.
Exactly.
And this is the sector which needs to be now transformed. China has gained a lot of multiple new technological advancements as far as their agricultural industry is concerned. So this is the time we should need to import those technological advancements from China to transform our industry, to train our farmers, to import the good seeds, and we should focus that how we can increase the per capita yield and the production of different farms. So there are many things in the phase 2, and we are very hopeful, and the Chinese companies, Chinese government, they are very hopeful that under this government, under the leadership of Mia Shehbaz Sharif, and they are very hopeful that as they have done a great job in phase 1 under the leadership of Mia Nawaz Sharif, now under the leadership of Mia Shehbaz Sharif, they will again be showing the same commitment, the same passion, and the same focus, and that's why the Chinese companies are willing to invest. And there is a very important visit by Mia Shehbaz Sharif, the Prime Minister of Pakistan, to China. I will see there are the new projects that will be signed in that important visit.
Inshallah, we are hopeful, and we will see that new projects and new MOUs will be signed in the coming visit of Prime Minister Shehbaz Sharif to China. And as we are talking about the future, what do you think? What are the main challenges or common challenges to both countries regarding CPEC?
I think the challenges is that basically I will talk about that our business community. If you talk about the Chinese side, they are very much open. They are very much transparent. They are very much willing to invest in Pakistan for the for the transformation of the various sectors in Pakistan. But right now the challenge is on our side, and the challenge is for our business community. You know, our business community is also willing to enhance our business relationship with China. But for that we will have to enhance our value addition to our products that we want to export to China. Okay, so we will have to explore the Chinese market. China is the market of 1.4 billion population.
Exactly.
Okay, and China is the largest consumer market of the world.
Right.
You know, you cannot see 1.4 billion population in any part of the world,
Exactly.
in any single country.
Exactly.
And that is also their per capita income is also very high,
Right.
and they have the capacity to buy the things. That is very important thing. I think the Pakistani businessmen, the Pakistani business community, they should explore that what are the basic requirements of the Chinese local consumer on daily basis. If you want to enhance your exports to China, you should have to explore Chinese local markets. You should have to know about the Chinese the habits, the food habits of the Chinese people. You should have to know about the like the you can the cloth stuff of the Chinese the people. You should have to know about the fragrance stuff, what kind of fragrance they use. You should have to know about what kind of the agricultural products they like to cook on daily basis. Like I give you the example, you know, just 2 weeks ago in one of the event, our Federal Minister for Planning and Development, Mr. Ahsan Iqbal, just came back from the visit of China. He was quoting in one of the event that he met with one of the Chinese importer. Okay, and the Chinese importer was telling that he has the capacity to import the meat of $1 billion from Pakistan. And he said that he can book the $1 billion meat from Pakistan right now. But we should have to see that we have the capacity to export $1 billion meat from Pakistan to China.
Sure. Right.
So that is the thing I want to say, that we should have to enhance our capacity, and we should have to produce the product as per the import standards of China.
Exactly.
We should have to improve the quality of our products so that our product can pass the testing system of the Chinese import system. Okay, if you will pass that quality system, then definitely you can export any kind of thing, any kind of product, and you can earn billions of dollars. And we will have to see what kind of how much capacity we have. You see, if that importer can book $1 billion meat,
exactly.
So we will have to see as a Pakistani, do I have my capacity? Do my business community have a capacity to export $1 billion beef?
Of course, that's the biggest question.
So yeah,
exactly.
So like if you know you can, so I would in the same example, one of our official was telling us that if you produce like around 100 million good potatoes or tomatoes on daily basis, that can pass the import quality of China. So how much can you earn?
Exactly, that's right.
So how much can you send daily basis to China? Like 100 million potatoes or 100 million tomatoes or 100 million onions. They are 1.4 billion population.
Exactly.
We would have to work case to case if we want to enhance our exports to China. You know, China is a big market. We can earn a lot.
So
Mr. Sohaib, I am telling you the truth. I have been working with Chinese media from last 10 years. I have been visiting China very frequently, alhamdulillah. I have been visiting various regions of China. I have just come back, and next month I am traveling to China for attending one of the think tank forum. We have been meeting with the Chinese business community. They are very much interested to enhance the Chinese Pakistani exports to China. They are very much interested to help Pakistani business community. But for that, we should have to improve our export standards. We should have to see that how we can fulfill their satisfaction, how we can pass their import standards. I am not saying that we don't have the capacity or we don't have the capability. Our business community is very much qualified, is very much competent, is very much efficient. But we will have to see that how we can enhance our exports to China. I think if our export is not increasing towards China, I think there will be some issues, na? So we'll have to see that issues case by case, very minutely, that what are the problems. So we'll have to address that problem, and that can be dealt by the business community. Our government is supporting and facilitating the business community here in Pakistan. Our government have signed free trade agreements with China.
So right.
They are doing their job. They are providing the good pitch to you. Right. Now it's up to you that what kind of products, what kind of a quality products you are producing. Exactly. So now it's up to you. We know the Chinese business community, they are very much willing, they are very much interested to help you. How much, now it depends on you that how you add your value addition to your product. Now this is the modern time, this is the competitive time. The different Southeast Asian nations, they have very good connections with China. South Asian nations have very good connections with China. European nations, they have very good connections with China. They have a good business volume with China. Everyone is trying to enhance their business volume with China. So I think Pakistani business community, they have a good potential, they have good resources, they have good human resources. So I think yes, they should try to find out more opportunities. There is an annual China International Import Expo. This is an annual import expo.
Okay.
You listen. This is an annual import expo being held in China every year. China is a kind of country that is hosting import expo. That is inviting international investors that come here, export your products to our consumer market. We are here to buy your products. You go there, you explore, you go and exhibit your products in that China International Import Expo and see what are their demands, what are their requirements. Connect with Chinese market. I think this is a need of the time that the Pakistani business community should need to connect themselves with the Chinese market as much as they can. And there is a Canton Fair. It holds twice a year.
Exactly.
The biggest exhibition as far as the business is concerned. I think hundreds of business exhibitions are held in China every year. So it depends on the Pakistani business community how much you are attending, how you are going to exhibit your product, and how you are going to connect yourself with the Chinese business community and with the Chinese consumer. I would focus on you should know about the basic requirements of the Chinese consumer. Then you can enhance your exports and you can earn billions of dollars. You will not feel need to trade with Europeans or the Americans or sitting thousands of kilometers away. China is there at your doorstep.
Exactly.
You can go there by road,
exactly.
Just cross the Punjab border,
exactly.
And there is a China. Xinjiang is there.
Exactly.
It starts from there, Punjab.
Right.
So Punjab, the first region of China that connects with Pakistan, Gilgit-Baltistan is Xinjiang, and you see the GDP of the Xinjiang, you will be amazed and astonished. The first region that connects with Pakistan is Xinjiang, and their GDP and their per capita income is astonishing. You see the figures, you will be amazed that how that region is, flourishing and advancing, and how they are moving ahead. So I think the challenges you are talking about is that I think the Pakistani business community, I would suggest Pakistani business community, they have much more potential, they have much more knowledge than us. They have much more connections with the business communities around the globe. But our little suggestion is that you should try your level best, and you should focus more on to explore the Chinese market.
You are much right that we need to focus on more quality products, and we need to try to get our product in that furnished form that it could meet the international standards, especially the Chinese standards. And you're much right that we are almost connected with China. It's on doorstep, and we are connected via borders, and we have a very soft visa policy with China,
Very
and
easy.
every investor or importer or exporter, they can just go there and visit and meet their counterparts, and they can have their business to be flourished. And just coming to you and want to know, unfortunately, we have seen that there have been many Indian propaganda going on, although they are the one who are backing terrorism, who are financing terrorism, and still they propagate that Chinese companies are running out of Pakistan. Is there a true, or it's just black propaganda that's been created by Indian media?
I think it's just a propaganda, Mr. Sohaib. You know, see, when CPEC was launched, it was, started in, if you talk about like President Xi Jinping, the Chinese president visited Pakistan back in 2015, and now we are sitting in May 2024, and we have just celebrated the 10th anniversary, the successful anniversary of the CPEC, and the Chinese Vice Premier, Mr. Halifang, have visited Pakistan to participate in the mega celebrations of the 10th anniversary, successful anniversary of the China-Pakistan Economic Corridor.
Right.
So just 10 years ago, as we were just discussing before, just 10 years ago, there was a zero investment from, like under CPEC, there was zero investment, okay?
Exactly.
Just in 10 years, we should have to see what we have gained. Now we are sitting here, just in last 10 years, I am just responding to this Indian or the Western propaganda. These are the kind of guys, either these the Western propaganda or the Indian propaganda or any other kind of the propaganda, the people who are writing against these kind of things, they are the guys who have never visited Pakistan.
Exactly.
They are the guys who have never visited any single project of CPEC.
Exactly.
I have visited around 7 or 8 major projects of CPEC in Pakistan. I have witnessed the real developments of CPEC, on ground developments in Pakistan. You talk about Sukhi Kanari hydropower projects. I have witnessed the development on KKH. I have witnessed that one of the dam is being built in AJK, and there are many other projects that we have witnessed. We have gained more than $26 billion investment under CPEC Phase 1 in the last 10 years. If they are doing the propaganda and then writing the stories that it is getting slowed down, is mechanism is there, is not investing, then who is investing these $26 billion?
Exactly.
And I think aliens are investing. Seriously. So aliens are investing these $26 billion in the last 10 years. Sorry to say. The Chinese have invested in the last 10 years. You should have to see the figures.
Yeah.
I don't know how these guys are writing these kind of table stories, fake stories. On daily basis, we are witnessing such kind of stories.
Exactly.
200,000 jobs have been created for local Pakistani people in these projects in the last 10 years.
Great.
800-kilometer motorways have been built under this CPEC in the last 10 years. 500-kilometer highways. Hundreds of vocational training centers, and those vocational training centers have trained hundreds and thousands of Pakistani people free of cost. They have given training, they have taught the Chinese language courses, and they have taught various skills to Pakistani people that were demanded on various projects under CPEC. Where was the Gwadar port development in before 10 years? Now you can see it's moving. The cargo is moving from the Gwadar port. Exactly. Gwadar International Airport is going to be inaugurated. Okay, over thousands of students are there in China. They are getting the PhD degrees, PhD fellowships they have gained from China. Chinese scholarship under this CPEC and BRI fellowship and other Chinese government fellowships. And our medical sector is being transformed. Our educational sector is being transformed, and there are a lot of Mr. Sohaib, the benefits that our society has gained. Our business-to-business contacts have been enhanced. People-to-people contacts have been enhanced. Our government-to-government contacts have been enhanced, and we have been getting a lot of diplomatic support from China at international forums, at IMF, at UN, United Nations Security Council, at United Nations, at various international levels. We are getting support in the last 10 years. So these are the figures, are the very hardcore figures. And the fiber connectivity, the new fiber internet line is coming from China to Pakistan. From Punjab, you see, a new internet line is being established.
Mhm.
So, and there are many other projects. These power projects we have already discussed. So, if they are doing the propaganda and they are saying that there is no work, so from where these investment and these things are going on? Who is investing?
Exactly. So.
Who is investing?
Exactly.
So I think these are the guys who have never visited Pakistan. They have never visited. These are the same guys who have never visited China as well.
Exactly.
They don't know China. They don't know Pakistan. They don't actually know the spirit of the relationship of China and Pakistan. Their basic purpose is to damage the basic ethics and the spirit of the relationship. And we believe, Alhamdulillah, they will never be succeed.
Inshallah.
They will never be succeed.
Inshallah.
The Pakistani and Chinese relations are very kind-hearted and they are very strong.
Mhm.
And the term that these are sweeter than honey, higher than Himalayas, stronger than steel, it's really true. I have felt the emotions of Pakistan-China relationship in China. So these propaganda outlets generating with the Western financial system, I think they will do their job. We should have to do our job. We should have to talk about the positivity and we should have to tell the people about the positive developments what we have gained in the last 10 years. And I think President Xi Jinping recently, when Mia Shahbaz Sharif have taken the oath as a Prime Minister once again, Chinese President have written a letter to Mia Shahbaz Sharif as a Prime Minister. And he said that, the Chinese President, that China is ready to work with Pakistan on the upgraded version of the CPEC.
Oh, that's great.
You know what that upgraded word means? It means that what we have done in the last 10 years, now you will see the more upgraded version, the more work under CPEC between China and Pakistan. So if we have seen and we have witnessed a $26 billion investment in phase 1, now it's going to be doubled or tripled maybe.
Exactly. Right.
You know, the industrialization is going to attract billions and billions of dollars from China. Right. The Chinese industry is going to be relocated in Pakistan in these economic zones, 9 special economic zones that are going to be built in Pakistan.
Exactly.
The Chinese technology is going to be transferred in Pakistan. The Chinese work experience is going to be transferred in Pakistan. That is very much important. The Pakistani engineers, the Pakistani workers, they will be working with the international work standards. The international Chinese engineers are very well known for the development of the mega scale infrastructural and the industrial projects around the globe. So Pakistani engineers and the Pakistani workers will be working with them on the industrial projects in Pakistan. That is the real benefit.
Exactly.
Do not talk about the financial benefit, what kind of billions of dollars will be coming. Our Pakistani engineers, workers will be learning the Chinese advanced technological systems and experiences.
Good.
That is the real asset and that is the real benefit that Pakistani society will be getting. You know, Americans will ever allow such a big scale and they will work on such a big scale projects in Pakistan.
Never.
They will only talk about it.
Never.
Chinese are really doing it. Chinese are, why we are talking about it? Because we have witnessed such development projects in Pakistan.
Right. So
yes,
indeed, it's a big development that we are learning from their expertise, and of course, we are going to implement that in our own country to get more fruition. And just want to know, as you have talked about, that there are many vocational training centers who are teaching not only technical training but also the Chinese language. What's the significance of learning Chinese language?
I think if we talk about CPEC phase 2, I was just reading one of the report that was about the job opportunities in Pakistan under CPEC phase 2. And the report stated that more than 1.2 million jobs, 12 lakhs,
Exactly.
12 lakh,
Exactly.
12 lakhs job opportunities are going to be created. This is just a rough estimate. The jobs will be more than this.
More than that.
Under the CPEC phase 2 in Pakistan in the coming years. More and more Chinese companies are coming to Pakistan. They definitely need the Pakistani people who can speak Chinese, understand Chinese, and they can speak English and they can speak Urdu.
So
They need Pakistanis who can interpret the local language for them, and they can interact. They can play a role as a translator for them. So I think this Chinese language is many of my very personal and the close fellows, they are earning a very good amount. They are just working as the Chinese interpreters. They have learned the Chinese language in just 1 years, and now they are working as a Chinese interpreters and earning a very good amount, handsome amount. So I think I believe in the coming year, this CPAC phase 2, it's not about 4 or 5 years, or it's not about the 10 years.
Mhm.
It's a long-term project.
Exactly.
And the Chinese investment in Pakistan, it will be increased manifold.
Mhm.
It will go to 2040 and 2050 and 2060. I think it will be, it's a continued process. It's a continued development process. There will be new technologies coming to the world, and Pakistan will always be looking for that, and the Chinese are very expert on it, and they will always be investing on the new things in Pakistan. Okay? So this Chinese language will help to Pakistani students. I will suggest Pakistani students who are having good holidays in this summer season. They have the good 2 months good holidays. I think they should not waste their time. They should go for learning the Chinese language, either HSK1 or HSK2, to the basic language of the Chinese language system. They should go for it, and they should have the basic idea of the Chinese language. And if you have the good ability and the good skills and good understanding of the Chinese language, you will definitely be having good opportunity, job opportunities for the Chinese, for working as a Chinese interpreter. And if you have a good, Chinese language abilities, you will have good opportunities for getting the Chinese scholarship options from China as well, from the Chinese universities. If you are good at Chinese language, you will be preferred. You will get the priority scholarships from China as well. So I think this Chinese language will help you a lot. There are a lot of job opportunities coming under CPAC phase 2 in Pakistan. You can definitely have the experience of a new Chinese culture. That is a new culture for you. You can have a new good content, entertainment content from China. You can enjoy their movies. You can enjoy their music. You can enjoy their culture. You can enjoy their society. You can interact with them. Definitely, when you learn a new language, the new door of opportunities open for you.
Exactly.
So I always, I encourage my fellows, our cousins, our nephews, nieces. I always tell them that you are good at English, now you should try to learn Chinese language, and they are doing a good job on it. So I will always, now I will suggest to our listeners as well, to our viewers as well, that do not waste your time. This CPAC is going to attract bundle of job opportunities for you in the future. So do connect with the updates of the CPAC, what CPAC is offering for you in the future, what kind of sectors are getting investment from China under CPAC phase 2, either it is IT sector, either it is cloud computing, big data, robotics, agricultural sectors. So do enroll yourself in universities in these sectors, because Mr. Sohaib, in the coming years, these sectors will be generating jobs.
Exactly.
And what is the basic purpose of the degree, frankly speaking? To get the good job in the field.
Right.
So those guys will be having good job opportunities who have the good knowledge of the job market in the future. What's going to be in the next 3 or 4 years? What sector is having is going to be offer a good job opportunity? So I think if you are well connected with the CPAC developments in Pakistan, I think you will be having good job opportunities in the future. So do enroll yourself in these subjects, and don't waste your time.
You are much right that we don't need to waste our time. And as people keep on saying that, what's the benefit of Chinese language learning? So this is the benefit, that the Chinese companies are coming here in Pakistan, and even along with the Chinese investor, and when they are gonna build or when they are gonna install their technologies here, then of course they will need some translators, some interpreters, so that they could convey their messages to the local community or the investors here. So the interpreter or translator, or even if you are gonna learn Chinese language, then you can be a part of a bridge, and you can cover that gap among Chinese and Pakistan's investors or businessmen. And it's a good thing that we need to learn more and more. And even in Islam it says that if you want and you start your learning till your death, if you are learning and if you are getting knowledge, then it's not enough for you. So if we are gonna learn some new language, some new thing, then we will have a good communication skill, and of course we are gonna have our mind with more exposure and more boosting systems. And just want to know, as you have said about the people to people contact, what is do you have any pleasant incident when you visited China, and the people there, they love to see and they love to interact with the Pakistani people, and what was the incident if something happened to you?
Definitely, Pakistan and China, they have very respected relationship, and it's a reciprocal on the basis of reciprocal basis. Whenever Pakistani, either you are a student, you belong to any field, you are a businessman, or you are a journalist or researcher, or you belong to any field, you visit China, and whenever Chinese, people, they got to know that you are from Pakistan, they have a huge respect for you, and you really feel that.
Exactly.
And in the same case, when they visit Pakistan, and you see in cities, the Chinese people, they get warm welcome.
Exactly.
And warm welcome. And we people always try our level best to facilitate the Chinese people in our markets, and we always try, our shopkeepers, they always try to give discounts to the Chinese people. The same happened with me. I seriously enjoyed a lot of best time, quality time in China when I was studying there, and I worked as a journalist, and even on my frequent traveling, we come to know a lot of incidents. Once upon a time I was traveling in a taxi, and the taxi driver, he didn't understand English, but when he saw me, I just sit in the taxi, and when he saw me, he just asked me, I just understand a little bit Chinese. He asked me that, where are you from? I just told him that I'm from Pakistan. So he was very happy. He was astonished. Oh,
Wow.
Patiye, Patiye. He just said, this is a word that defines the relationship between Pakistan and China. Patiye. Patiye means brother or a friendship, ironclad brothers, strong friends. So he was very happy. And in my, it was just 15 or 20 minutes distance drive. And on all this distance, he was telling me, Patiye, Patiye, like good friend. And I was very surprised, and I was very happy.
Exactly.
That our forefathers, they have really done a great job, like with China. And I think you will not feel this kind of respect or this kind of emotions anywhere in any part of the world.
Exactly.
We have very good relations with other countries as well, but you will not feel this kind of emotions anywhere. Okay, then he was telling me Patiya, Patiya, and then I also told him that I feel very happy. I didn't understand much of Chinese, but some of the words I know, that how to reciprocate, how to express my emotions. And then when I ended my travel, and it was about 25 yuan, I think I need to pay. He gave me the bill, and I gave him 30 yuan. So then he gave me back 10 yuan. He just deducted 20 yuan. He didn't deduct 25. He gave me the discount of 5 yuan. I thought that he's maybe mistaken. I told him that it's 25. You need to take this 5 yuan. He said, no. Patiye, Patiye. He said, you are my brother, friend. No, I can't take it. So he gave me a discount. So there are many other things. You go to market for the shopping, whenever they come to know that you are from Pakistan, they try to facilitate you. Whatever discount they can give you, they give you. Or in the universities, whenever the Chinese professors, they know that you are from Pakistan, you get a very special attention in the classes. And whenever you visit across China, and you feel anywhere you get stuck in any of for using or for in any of the street or any of the road, or you don't find your path or your hotel. So I think the Chinese citizen, you tell them that you're from Pakistan and you're stuck and you can't find your hotel. They will, literally they will go with you. They will, lead you, and they will leave you at the hotel. And they will leave your work, and they will, just help you. They will try their level best, whatever the help they can offer to you. So there are many incidents. I wish our listeners, our viewers, and you can, get an opportunity to visit China. You will feel that we have very good relations, and I will, share and suggest and advise and request the Pakistanis living and working and studying in China that do always, express your good, feelings with the Chinese people. Do respect our China-Pakistan relationship, and do care about Pakistan-China relationship. So and do try your level best to strengthen this relationship, so our coming generations they can also get benefits from it. So I think our forefathers in the last 70 years on the both sides they have done a great job. The benefits that we are cultivating right now, it really credit goes to them. They have done a great job. So now we are the guardians of this relationship. So now it's our responsibility, it's our duty to I think to enhance, to strengthen, and to you can say to work more on this, so that our coming generations they can feel more proud on this relationship.
You're so right, and indeed, it's very pleasant for me to listen what you are saying about the Chinese people and how much they are amazed and how much they feel happy to see any Pakistani or to interact with and some Pakistani. And just want to know, there has been a propaganda being circulated on social media that maybe in future the Chinese companies or the Chinese government will take over Pakistan. Is that true?
I can just laugh on it seriously.
Exactly.
It's a kind of a mentality. It's just a rumor, just a baseless kind of a thing. It's
Exactly.
a rumor.
So,
what can you say about it? It's again a kind of a thing that these guys, the Western mindset or the Indian mindset, they want to damage the Pakistan-China relationship. They just want to malign this relationship, and they will never be succeed in this their bad intentions. I think Pakistan-China relationship is very special, and
Exactly.
whole of international community they are very well aware of it.
Right.
You know the relationship of Pakistan and China, they have set a very good example in the diplomatic arena around the globe, and every single country and every diplomat in the UN they know that these are the two countries you can't damage the relationship. Whatever the propaganda you do
Exactly.
in any of the international media outlets,
So right.
whatever you write, this relationship you can't damage. And what is the reason that you can't damage this relationship? Because the people on both sides, they are the guardian of this relationship. They know that we have the shared interest of the development, we have the common interest of the prosperity, and we have the mutual interest of the progress, and we have to move on with the same commitment and with the same passion. So the people on both sides, they are very well aware of these kind of propagandas, and our governments on both sides, they are also very well aware that such kind of propagandas they doesn't matter. So we are very focused on our future, and we are moving ahead, we are moving on, and these kind of noises. It will always be there. You can't, snub these voices.
Exactly.
We should focus on our work. We should, need to strengthen our relationship, and we should do our job. As we have talked earlier, these kind of guys, they will be writing these kind of things. They will do their job. We should do our job.
Exactly.
And we should. I think the Pakistan-China relationship have strengthened a lot in the last 7 decades.
Exactly.
And it will be strengthened more in the coming 7 decades. Inshallah. So I think these kind of things they cannot damage the Pak-China relationship, and it's a very baseless thing. I think we should not even need to discuss about it.
Exactly, right. And the audience, it's just a baseless thing, and we have seen many posts on social media that's been circulated or that's been trending, and people keep on saying that China will take over Pakistan and will take over Pakistan's important sites, but the reality is it's just a propaganda that has been just triggered by, of course, our hostile agencies or hostile countries. But the reality is that China is very sincere with Pakistan. They love to visit, they love to interact, they love to invest, and they love to just keep the living standards of all the people higher as they have the living standard higher in their own country. And of course, China has a policy that if I'm earning, then you can earn with me too. And they have a good policy, and they want every country in the world to be more standardized rather than just triggering war. They are trying to trigger their economies, and of course the future is nearby. And just want to know, as you have just mentioned about the Chinese companies, they want to visit in Pakistan. The Chinese investor, they want some quality they want some quality standard products, and just want to know that how Pakistani investors and how Pakistani producers, how they can just meet. Do we have some same studies, or do we have our chambers to get ourselves connected with the more sophisticated technology?
Definitely, our chambers are they are really connected in a very good manner. Our chambers, Pakistani chambers and the Chinese chambers, they are communicating on daily basis. Chinese chambers they are visiting Pakistan. In the Pakistani chambers, they are visiting China, and they are communicating to enhance the business activities between two sides, and they are really exploring in what sectors in the coming weeks or months or years we can enhance our business. I think the need of the time is to conduct more road shows in Pakistan, and these kind of road shows I think will be very helpful for Pakistani business community that can provide a guideline, a roadmap that what kind of more opportunities in which sectors you can have a good opportunities for business with China. So that kind of road shows should be there in China as well. It should be facilitated by the Pakistani chambers, and it should also be held in Pakistan. And I think more and more business delegations from China side they should also be invited in Pakistan, and more business to business B2B activities should be conducted between both sides. And what we need in the last years is that we should have more and more communication between two sides.
Exactly.
More and more communication. China is such a large country, big country, a huge country, and Pakistan is also such a very diversified, very good cultural, very good potential country. So I think we should develop such kind of a one window operation between the business community of both sides, where the business community should exhibit their potential. Both sides business community should exhibit their potential, and that one window operation should facilitate the business community on both sides, and that one window should tell the business community on both sides that what are the basic requirement and opportunities in the market on both sides. And I think that will be a good help for the Chinese business community as well and the Pakistani business community as well. As maybe for Pakistani business sector, maybe it's really a difficult job to explore such a big market in China. There are hundreds of exhibitions are going on, and maybe you don't get so much a good time to attend all of those activities. So I think this one window operation where all of those good opportunities are offered by China side or Pakistani side can help both sides to interact more, to enhance their business potential in the future as well. So I think I will suggest that such kind of a portal or an online portal or an offline activities should be there. So I think more and more communication is needed in this time where China, after this COVID-19, when all of the international community is open, China is open, Pakistan is open, and we need definitely, frankly speaking, Pakistan needs investment.
Exactly.
It is basically our job. We need investment from China. Chinese, they have the money, they have the expertise.
Exactly.
Okay, they have evolved themselves. They have transformed themselves. They are the second largest economy of the world.
Exactly.
And they are more than now trading with more than 170 or 180 countries across the globe. And under one Belt and Road Initiative, more than 150 countries. They are the signatory of the Belt and Road Initiative. So they have the resources, they have the money, they are the investors. They want to invest, and we want the investment.
Exactly.
So it is our job to attract the investment. So it is our job to establish such kind of a one window mechanism that can attract Chinese investors, that can facilitate them, and that can tell them that how smoothly they can come to Pakistan and can get business visas and business licenses and business approvals, and how easily they can invest in Pakistan. It is our, I think, need.
You are much right, and indeed the government has listened to you, and your suggestion there is about SIFC.
Definitely.
The special
SIFC is a great platform. They are doing a great job. I think this platform is really transforming various sectors, and it is, I think, inviting and attracting not only Chinese but the international investors from Middle East, from Europe, from America as well. And the credit goes to the SIFC under the leadership of the Prime Minister that in the last 2 months or 3 months we have seen a lot of good developments about the investments from various countries. And we have seen that the rate of the inflation is going down, and a lot of good news of the investment, like we have seen from the UAE, $10 billion they have allocated, and Saudi Arabia, they have also allocated a good amount of the investment in Pakistan. So I think credit goes to the a good team of SIFC under the leadership of the Prime Minister, and I think such kind of steps definitely we need. We are doing that, and they are really need of the time.
Exactly.
I think we really, as a Pakistan, as a nation, we as a citizens, we need the investments and such kind of business steps, such a kind of measures are much needed in Pakistan. And I think such kind of measures may change the life of a common people, and we want to change the common people of Pakistan. They can enjoy a good life, a good quality life. They can get a good medical, they can get a good education standards, they can get a good hygienic food, they can travel around the globe. So let's hope the good days are coming, and everyone is, as we were talking offline, everyone is doing their best. We should give credits to our forefathers, our mothers, our parents, our fathers. They have done a great job. They have trained us, trained you, trained me, trained our listeners, and we are doing. We are contributing to the society. We are playing our role. Everyone should play their role in the transformation of the society, and we hope that the coming years are the best time for the Pakistan, and the best time is yet to come. We are the nuclear state, and we are the good economy.
Exactly.
We are the a good number of youth is here. The good potential of business. We have the good mountains, good sea, good rivers, good deserts, a good tourism hub is here.
Exactly.
Potential is here. So I think a good time is yet to come, and good time is coming.
You are much right that good time is coming, and as you have rightly mentioned about the inclusion of UAE and Saudi Arabia and even Iran, and even Saudi company Aramco, they want to install
oil refinery in Gwadar,
in
yes.
Gwadar, worth up to $10 billion, $12 billion.
Definitely.
Is there any chance of third party inclusion in CPEC?
Definitely, Pakistan and China, they have announced that every third party from the international community is invited, and they can invest. Either it is any private international company from any country, or it is any international government, any from Middle East, from Europe, any. They are invited. They can invest as under the mechanism of the CPEC framework, and they will be facilitated as the Chinese companies are being facilitated. All of those facilitations will be awarded. So I think the same offer is for the Afghanistan. That CPEC is being extended towards Afghanistan as
Exactly.
well. They need a lot of development, and China and Pakistan are trying to help them. So I think the expansion of the CPEC will, as we were talking earlier, that it's really a game changer, and it's really a huge mega scale project. Like maybe right now in Pakistan, people are not getting that kind of an approach. It's going to change the life of 3 billion people in this region of the globe. So I think the expansion of CPEC, it's on the cards, and we will see that soon. There will be the individual international companies and the countries will also be a part of it.
You are much right, and last but not the least, as we are running out of time and you have to leave, what is your message to our audience and our viewers who are listening us?
My message to our very sweet listeners, our audience, or the viewers is that do focus on your careers, do focus on your goals, and please do not indulge yourself in any misguided activities in your life. If you are a student, do focus on your studies. If you are a businessman, do focus on your business. If you are a tourist, do focus on your tourism. Enjoy your best quality time in tourism. Don't focus on the politics. It's a job of the politicians. Leave it to them. And as we were talking that we are a nuclear nation, we are the good economy. Our in the last 70 years, our governments, they have done a very great job for us. We have
Exactly.
such a good infrastructural development in Pakistan. It means that we have such a, if you see this building, Radio Pakistan, in Islamabad, in Lahore, in Karachi, from where we have got this development?
Exactly. From
Why,
our
from
forefathers.
where these
Exactly.
airports we have got, from where this educational system where me and you have studied, we have
Exactly.
got, from where these medical system in Pakistan, this is the best medical system we have.
So right.
Wherever you go in we talk about these public hospitals,
Hmm.
the free medical system is available.
Exactly.
I have always facilitated, got facilitation in these public hospitals. We have, got a lot of good infrastructure in Pakistan. So I would suggest our listeners that do focus on your studies, do focus on your job, do focus on your shops. If you are a shopkeeper, whatever you are doing, do focus on your job. And the day will come, you will be a prosperous guy. You will get a good development in your life. And I think Allah has, our Almighty Allah has promised that if you will be committed to your goals in your life, if you will be committed to your agendas in your life, then definitely a success will come in your life. And if you will be misguided, if you will be changing all the time your paths and your direction, then you are really dodging yourself. I think whatever you have chosen in your life, any of your career that you have chosen in your life, do commit it to yourself. And the day will come after 5, 10 or 15 years, a day will come. Allah has promised, Almighty Allah has promised, a day will come, a diamond opportunity will knock your door, and you will see that your life is going to be changed. It happens with the passage of the time.
Exactly.
It doesn't happen with overnight.
Hmm.
The change doesn't come in one night or two night or three night. It's the passage of the time. I would talk for myself that I graduated from Namal University back in December 2007. I started my first job at the salary of 3,000 rupees.
Mm-hmm.
And now Alhamdulillah I'm doing good in my professional career. So it's always a credit of Almighty Allah. It's a credit of the prayers of your mother, your parents, the dedication of your parents. They have done hard work on you. They have sacrificed their lives for their kids. It's the credit of the parents of all.
Exactly.
Your parents, of the parents of our listeners. So I think it needs time,
Exactly.
and the generations changes.
Right.
My parents' generation was definitely different than the generation of mine, and all of my parents, my sisters and my brothers, now they are very good as compared to our previous generation, and now we are committed that our coming generation will be better than us. So it's a passage of the time, it's a circle.
Exactly.
So you should have to wait, you should have to be committed, work hard, and wait, the good results will come.
Inshallah, the good results will come. Thank you so very much for your time.
Very much.
And especially your insightful input in our show. And of course, the audience has really enjoyed that. And the audience, of course, with a beautiful message, Mr. Zameer Asadi has just ended. And he said that you need to focus upon your goals. You need to focus upon your skills. You need to focus more upon your education. And of course, one day there will be a day when you will have all that fruition come up together, a line in a single line, and you will get to know that, yeah, one time I was just struggling, I was just having on a harsh part, but right now I have that softness, I have that convenience, I have that easiness, all because of what I have just sacrificed some time towards my education, towards my career, towards my something futuristic path. And of course the new avenues will keep on opening towards you, and the new doors will keep on opening towards you, and it's your entire duty right now to keep your focus more on your studies, especially those studies who will lead towards the technical education like skills. If you are enhancing that, then you will have more opportunities not only in Pakistan but also in the entire world. And of course with the advancement and with the acceleration of and the gear up of this Chinese CPEC investment, and of course the CPEC and BRI projects in Pakistan, you will have more your expertise to be count on, and you will have more opportunities in Pakistan, inshallah, after the development of this whole project, maybe phase 3, maybe phase 4 after that. And it's keep on going, and it's a long-term project that will inshallah never end. And with this, dear audience, we are gonna sign off. Just take care of yourself. Allah Hafiz, fi amanillah, and stay blessed.